Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 19 with me, MrSealyp. It's Wednesday the 9th of December. We have new mods. We also have some updates. The updates are as follows. From top left, the ITS Winter Pack by ITS, the KFMR Krukovalak Apollo, sorry I forgot that wrong, 10, by Kafapski, the Multi-Fruit Container by Rowley Christie 1 VSR Modding Sir, the Lizard Rumbler Van by DD Mod Passion, the Self-Made Fence by Hashtel Mods, the Rotoplastic Speed Mix 3000 by Farm Centro Sul says it's had an update, but I'm not sure, so we'll have a look at it in a little while. And also Sosnovka by GTX have all had updates today. Now, one of those that says it's an update is the Rotoplastic Speed Mix 3000 by Farm Centro Sul. I don't recall seeing it before. I've got it out. We'll have a look at it in a little while. If it has been out before, fine. But I don't recall seeing it, so we'll just kind of go with it. To start off with, in front of us, we have got the gas station. This is by MoosAgrar. 1.74 megabytes download, 4 slots on console. I did start to have a bit of a panic because all the mods I started to get out and get ready for the mod review all were saying 4 slots, and I thought, okay, has something gone wrong and everything's going to be saying that. But don't worry, a few of them then did change, and I got some other numbers thrown in there. Nicely detailed. This is just a gas station for filling up with fuel. Now, again, this is anything where you can fill up with fuel. There are so many mods available now with regard to vehicles, tankers, all sorts of things you can fill up with. Are they all going to work here? I couldn't possibly say. Some probably will, some might not. It should work in exactly the same way as any other petrol station does or gas station in-game. Pull up alongside, press L3, and you should start filling up with fuel. That's the theory anyway. This you will find under placeables, under miscellaneous, 72 grand to buy. It's not cheap, and like I said, only 4 slots to place. There's not much else to that one really. That's it really. Moving on from there, whiz through to this one. This is the Refurbished Bunker Silo. This is by IrrSinn Rainer. 4 slots each. I will say each because there are 2 in this pack. 6.53 megabytes download. There's a left hand one and a right hand one, in so much as you've got the 2 bunker silos there. You've got one here as well, which is open. The other one comes the other way with the other side open, which kind of makes sense. Refurbished, and it's been retarmacked. New concrete walls put in. Nicely detailed, nicely textured. I like the fact you've got the lines where the previous silage crop or previous couple of silage crops may have been on the walls. What the capacity is, I honestly don't know. It's something I've mentioned before. Whenever we get bunker silos, in the descriptions, it very rarely says what the capacities are. It does say it's season's ready, but doesn't give a capacity. But that being said, you will find this under placeables and silos. There you go. So as I said, we've got a right-sided and a left-sided, 35 grand each, and 4 slots for the first one, which drops down to 1 when you've bought any subsequent ones afterwards. There you go. That's by IrrSinn Rainer. Moving on from there, we'll have a look at the one I was talking about. Now this may be one of those mods that dropped when I was away, or I just don't recall seeing it before. It's saying update with a changelog, but when I went into the mod hub there was no changelog listed. But there is a weird thing with this that I will read from the mod hub. I say weird, I don't know if it's just one of those kind of in the description just to add a bit more information. It says this tank has the function of storage of liquid fertilizers and herbicides. It guarantees an increase of at least 30% in spray performance because of decrease in downtime and avoids problems with clogged filters and nozzles. Now I don't know if that's a kind of in the real world type situation, because this will just it will take liquid fertilizer or herbicide, and then you can put it into a sprayer. There isn't really any way that can increase performance other than being out in the field to save you journeys backwards and forwards. Potentially it loads in a little bit quicker, so I'm not necessarily sure how that actually would give a 30% increase. It's nicely detailed, loads of stuff on the front of this. This is, where are we on my list? 4.39 megabytes, 13 slots. As I've already said, it's by Centro Sul. Now the website also shows when you hook up to things, the pipe attaching to various different things for loading and unloading. I haven't managed to get that to work yet, so that could potentially just be a PC side of things. But this you will find under tools, and I think it was miscellaneous, if I recall correctly. Yeah, right at the very end. 8,000 to buy. Now the other weird thing about it is, on the website Mod Hub it says capacity 16,000 litres. That one there says 3,500, and I filled it once already, and it was 3,500 litres. So yeah, if you take your information from the Mod Hub website, I know some people do, some people don't. It depends how you'd rather go about it. Options available. We can change the rim colour to anything on that palette, like so. We can change the main colour to also anything on that palette, like so, which changes the framework. The actual sphere in the middle stays white, as does a few of the bits and bobs around the outside. Those are your options. So what I'm going to do is hook up to it. I've got an IBC next to me, just in case it does get the pipe. I don't think it will. It comes up refill trailer. Yeah, I think it might be to do with, well, that's the manure system. I don't think it would be. Anyway, it could be a PC only thing, but this will fill up from IBCs and various different things. I did bring a sprayer over as well, but you know, it works no different to any other container that will take sprays of any kind, that once you're out in the field you pull up alongside it and you refill from it. Really, I mean, that's in essence, that's it. The Speed Mix 3.0 by Centro Sul. So if it was out before, fine. If it wasn't, it's only taking me a couple of minutes to have a look at it. Next we have got this. This is the VStR platform. This is by Rowley Christie 1 VStR Modding Sur. It is 4.88 megabytes download and 5 slots on console. This is a pallet transport, but it will do bales and anything as well. It has got ridge sections in the middle, so these all open at the same time, but they are independent doors, if that makes sense. It's not one long door that drops down, is what I'm trying to say. It does have straps that can be done manually or can be done from in cab, as you find most trays. It's pretty long as well. Plenty of space on this. Running lights down the side as well. It's not an auto load, so people are hoping for an auto load pallet trailer. Unfortunately, it's not an auto load pallet trailer. I apologise in advance. I know people are hoping beyond hope that we get one like that. So this you'll find under tools. I think this was under trailers, not low loaders. Pretty sure it was. So at the end there, the VStR platform, 20,000 to buy. Like I say, it's only 5 slots on console. Options available. We can change the main colour, which does the side panelling, like so. We can change the rim colour. We do have a stainless steel silver. There's a stainless steel black. There is a chrome steel. And then we go through the rest of the kind of options across there. And then if we change the design colour, that changes the framework and everything else around it. So if I go for something that's in opposition to, there you go. Like so. Those are the options. What we'll do is hook up to it. There we go. So running lights down the side, lights to the back, indicators. To open it up, say open it up, L1 and X, unfold low loader. Straps run lengthways, so from in cab, all on, all off, or you can do them manually if you want to. And then you just load up whatever you want on the side, like I say. You know, anything that will strap down will strap onto it. It's just a strap system, the same as any other trailer in essence. But it's pretty long. You can get a load on there. So there you go. Very nice indeed. The VStR platform by Rowley Christie 1 VSR modding, sir. Moving on, we have got this. This is the Lizard M20. This is by Ostry and Castan18. It's just a small trailer for, I think it has a capacity, we'll check that as well. The back comes down, it does have straps on the top, so for putting, you can put a couple of pallets in there, a couple of IBCs, logs, you know, whatever you want. Nicely detailed, there's a few options available on this as well. This is 5.94 megabytes to download, 9 slots on console. You'll find it also under trailers. So there we go, the M20, 990 to buy. And it will go on pickups and all those kind of things. It does say it will take all those crops with a 550 litre capacity. So if you want to put grains and things like that in, you can. But like I say, pallets and all sorts of stuff. Options available. We can change the rim colour to anything on that pallet, like so. Main colour changes the framework, I think. Yep, framework around the outside. Then design colour does the panels themselves, like so. Then configuration, there's nothing, or you can have those little side barriers on if you want them. There you go. Those are your options on the M20. What we'll do is we'll hook up. We'll zoom in a little bit. So I say straps again, we can do from in-cab, we can do them manually. Unfold the tipper, does that, puts the back down if you want to do it like that. If you want to unload, L1, R1, unload here with triangle, and that will just unload if you've got grains or anything like that in there, that will tip them out. Lights on the back, indicators as well. There you go. That's the Lizard M20 by Ostry and Castan 20, Castan 18, Castan 20, sorry, it's because it's the M20. Next up we have got the Mammoth Balespike. This is by Agrotechnic Nordeifel. This is 1.76 megabytes to download. It is 7 slots on console. Nicely detailed. It does say it will take, I think, 2 of each, either 2 square, 2 round. You can have this front and rear, however you want. We've had a few Balespikes like this before. Agrotechnic Nordeifel stuff, like I say, very crisp, clean, tidy, as they always are. We'll hook up. Options available, we can fold the tool away, so for transport you can put the spikes up out the way. Then we can raise and lower automatically, L1 and circle, we'll raise and lower the Balespike, like so. Or we have got some manual adjustments, so with L1 and right stick side to side, we've got our tilt, forwards and backwards, and we can go up and down as well. So if you want to get an exact height or exact angle, or you pick your bales up and you want to tip it back so they don't fall off as you're in transport, you absolutely can. This you'll find under tools and baling technology. There you go, 1,600 to buy. No options available, you get it in the Mammoth yellow, like so. Very nice indeed. Moving on from there, we have got the I'm not quite sure this Rub. MKE250. Now I think standard in game we have the MKE300. So this is a 2.5 meter power harrow. This is by, let's just check my list, there's quite a few on this one. Let's actually get to it. So I'm trying to look at my list and do everything at the same time. This is by Olden Farm, Modding Welt, or Welt, Peter AH, Wolf Q, and Modding _ in gaming. 1.95 megabytes download, 4 slots on console, really nicely detailed. When you hook it up, it does have a the 3-point link on the back, so you can, if you want to, like with the seeder we got next to us, you can run the power harrow, and then you can have a seeder on the back of it as well, so you can power harrow and seed as you go, if you wanted to do that, or you can just do the power harrowing separately. But it is incredibly well detailed. I do like it when you can see all the bolt heads and all that kind of stuff, the way it's all kind of constructed. Very nice indeed. This you'll find under Tools and Power Harrows. Yeah, so as I said, we've already got the Raba MK300, so this is the 250. 12,500 to buy, 75 horsepower required, will run at 9 miles per hour. Options available on the back, we've got the tube bar roller, or you can have the tooth packer roller. Those are the two options available. It's a power harrow because it's PTO driven. Cultivators and disc harrows are normally dragged. This one is actually powered, so we start it up. Bit of vibration in the PTO shaft there, everything's moving. And it will cultivate to 2.5 metres. Like so. Nice animations, nicely detailed. Nice little mod that. Now what I will show you very quickly, before we actually get on to showing you the mod itself, is, like I say, we can hook up to like-minded seeders and pieces of equipment. So what I would do, if I wanted to, was lower that down. Then you would lower your seeder down into place, and then you can power harrow and seed at the same time if you wanted to, like so. Let's get that out of the way. Because next up we have got the Amazon D825 Super. This is 3.56 megabytes download, 5 slots on console, and this is made by the same modders: Alden Farm, Modding Welt, Peter AH, Wolf Q, and Modding_in Gaming. There are a few options available on this. You can have it with ridge markers or without. Your bar on the back here has a bit of lateral shift on it, so it's part of its animation, it kind of moves side to side. Nicely detailed. This you'll find under seeders. There you go, 11,000 to buy, 45 horsepower required. It's got a 750 litre tank for your seed. This will do your main crop types. It's not a direct drill or anything like that, so you will need to plough or cultivate first, hence hooking up to a power harrow or something along those lines, or doing it separately. 2.5 metres, so it will work very well with the other one I just showed you as well. It's from the same modders, so you think it probably would. So like I say, you can have it standard like so. You can have it with ridge markers. So if you want to go a bit more kind of old school without GPS and put the ridge markers down and follow the lines, you absolutely can. We'll set up standard with those thinner tyres or wide tyres, like so. It does have some nice animation and movement on this actually. As I say, notice as I moved then, the back section moves around with it as we go. Bit of lateral movement. It does have lights, indicators, open cover, L1 and open cover, so when you will put seed in it, you do that. L1 and up on the D-pad, ridge marker left, ridge marker right, no ridge markers if you don't want to use them. There you go. Seeding at 2.5 metres with the Amazon. I'm sure it's. Is it DB? No, it's D8. D825 Super. Am I going mad? There we go. Very nice indeed. I don't think I need this tractor for the next stuff I'm doing, so I'm going to drop that down. Now, next up, we have got this. Now this wasn't showing on the website Mod Hub, but it is in the Mod Hub. This is the Lizard/Ural 4320-60 loader crane. This is by Ostry. 31.32 megabytes download, 19 slots on console, and then 1 slot for a little attachment that goes with it. Again, this is very SnowRunner-esque. Works very well though. Nice bit of kit. So we've got our loading bed at the back here with straps that you can also do from the cab, or you can do manually from the outside, like so. And then you've got your crane section just here. What we'll do is hop in. Now if you've seen any of these Ural trucks before, The options are pretty much the same when you get in and out. The door opens and closes. L1 and unfold. Open cover opens the bonnet if you want to open the bonnet. Let's tie it up. Horn. Brilliant, love it. And then we've got unfold crane, L1 and X. Legs come out. Out comes the crane arm. What's nice about this as well, there's a little green dot on the floor, and you can just about see that. There's a green dot down there. If I move the crane, so L1 and right stick side to side will move the crane. You can see the green dot moving. That just helps you to see whereabouts that's going to end up. And I can go up and down with that as well. You get a little bit of in and out with that. Then if I go R1 and then right stick up or down, we get our out and back. And that's quite a reach on it as well. All the way out to there. Which, as you can see, it's a fair old reach on that. Now, you can see a little attachment on the end of that. That is the bit that comes separate, and that's under miscellaneous. Swing that round. Now, without that little triangle, it doesn't seem to quite attach perfectly. Drop that down a bit. And go out and have a look. So, this little attachment here, you don't have to have. If you have just the hook, you can hook up to big bags like that, no problem at all. So these it will hook up to. You'll get the attached symbol come up and you can just hook up to those. If you want to pick up bales or pallets or anything like that, you need this little attachment here. And as you can see the green come up there? That has tension straps on it. So what you do is you then put that on top of whatever object you want, strap that to your object, and then you pick it up. Or in this case, as I've already done, I've hooked it up to the crane, so then you just put it down onto whatever you want, strap it down, and then you can lift the whole up. Whichever way round you want to go about it, and it works really well. It's a nifty little bit of kit. It makes this a very handy vehicle too. What we'll do is have a look at them installed first. So under vehicles, under trucks, we've got the Lizard 4320/60 platform loader crane, 58 grand to buy, 240 horsepower. As I already said, it was 19 slots. Options available, we can change the main colour to anything on that palette along there. I went for the orange, but you can take your pick. The back section and crane is design colour, so anything on that palette, I could go for khaki green or blue, whatever you want to go for. Changes those. Then type 1 changes the bumper, so you've got a standard bumper across the front. Type 2 gives you 2 extra lights in the bumper, then back again. And then wheel setup, we've got the 1260, let's go a little bit. We've got 1260s, we've got 1260 plus 1, or 1260-1s. Then we've got the IDP284s, and then we've got the, is it OI or QI? OI25s. Just changes the tread a little bit. They're a little bit smaller. Those are your options on that. The other bit is found under tools and miscellaneous. There you go, the traverse for loader crane, 500, 1 slot. You will need that if you want to pick up bales, pallets, things like that. If you don't have that, it will just hook up to big bags. Options available on that, we can change the main colour. So, for example, however you want to go about it, it's entirely up to you. Whatever colours you want to choose. So what we'll do is hop in. So we'll try and get our green dots. I'm not going to unload all of these things, but needless to say, it will. Drop that right down. Now L1 and R1, I can rotate that head as well. So I can rotate that around. So once you've got something picked up or you're loading onto the bed, zoom in a little bit on that. You can then line up really nicely. So let's get that right in the middle, drop it down to about there. There we go, one there and one there. You don't have to put both on, you can if you want. If I turned it the other way, I would have put the straps the other way around. Oh, now that's interesting. It didn't do that when I first loaded it. So that's, those straps have picked up the other bale kind of by accident, but and drop it off. Now what I can do is disconnect that. So when you get it, it won't automatically connect necessarily. That's given the option to now. When I first got it, it didn't want me to. Don't know why, but like I say, it will hook up. So you can either do it... Where's my pin gone? We can either do it like that and strap it down first, then hook it to the crane. I would think once you've got it, just leave it hooked up to it, and it just makes life a little bit easier. But as you can see, nice little unit that, and it'll work really well for whatever you want to load up. Takes a little bit of time and a little bit of practice, but very nice indeed. That's the Lizard Ural 432060 loader crane by Ostry. Moving on. This one, I will be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed. And I don't mean that to be horrible or nasty or anything like that. It's another one of those ones that pops up on the website and you go, whoa, okay, this is going to be awesome. It's going to be a game changer. And it turns out not to be. Now, whether it is on PC or not, I don't know. I will read what it says on the mod hub. It says, produce your own wood pellets with the pellet box. You have the option of processing wood chips into pellets, which means you receive 50% more money for your wood chips. So you read that and think, we can make wood chip pellets now. We've got hay pellets, straw pellets. If you do the add-on straw harvest, now we can make wood chip pellets and you can make more money on them. Now when it says you've got the option to, I haven't found anything on this to give me an option to. For all intents and purposes, this is a sell point. It's a sell point for wood chips. So what it basically means is you're going to put your wood chips on there. This processes them into pellets, in inverted commas, and you get paid 50% more for them than whatever it's showing on the map, whatever sell points you've got at the moment. It's nicely detailed, it's nicely made. This is, if I can find it on my list, 5.42 megabytes download, 4 slots on console. It's by MrSealyp. Like I say, it's incredibly well detailed. The texturing and stuff like on the side bits there, it looks like that's been battered and thumped around a lot. If we come around this side here, these doors all open and close. We have got the option for lights on and off, like so. These doors, he says, not getting the option to close the door. Oh, there we go, closed door. But I've been in and out, I've been all around it. There's no option to produce pellets themselves, because I did think initially you put stuff in and that bit there was where they came out and then you would sell them. I assumed that's what it would do. You got the belt there, I thought, oh brilliant, the belt will move, we'll get all sorts of cool stuff on this. Unfortunately, it's just a sell point as far as I can tell. I've been upstairs, we can do the door up here as well. You can go right the way along around the corner there. We come along the bottom here, we've got this entryway in here, and you've got all this great detail inside, it's fantastic. But yeah. So, yeah, that kind of initial, whoa, this is going to be so cool. And it is cool, as a sell point. Getting more for your wood chips is always good, because wood chips don't always pay out that well. Depends what map you're on. So what we'll do is grab our wood chips. Like I say, the belt doesn't move. I thought, well, you'd be back up and tip them right into the hopper. The actual sell point trigger comes up almost immediately. And weirdly, when you get up to the top bit where you think you would be tipping them in, your actual trigger disappears. So you don't actually tip them into that hopper at all. It's just a sell point there. So realistically, that's your wood chip sell point here. And the rest of it is kind of bells and whistles a little bit. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe you're like me. You looked at it on the website and thought that's going to be brilliant. But yeah, just to let you know, I have had a look at the pictures on the website too to see if I could see anywhere on the pictures that show wood chips coming out of it, and I can't. I honestly just think it is there was something put in there for the description for it, and it is in essence just a sell point. This you'll find under placeables, under miscellaneous. There you go. Wood chip sales, it says on there. Wood chip sales with 50% higher prices. So that is obviously saying something not completely different, but is a little bit different to the description on the website. So there you go. Pellet box by MrSealyp. Moving on, we have got, I'm trying to think, have we almost done everything? I think we're on the last couple, aren't we? If I've got this right, I think so. We've got these Just going to check down my list. Sorry, I don't mean to waste anyone's time. Yeah. So we've got the Christmas market. We've got 2 stalls. These are by OmaTana. So we've got the Christmas market beverages. That's 2.95 megabytes download, 4 slots on console. And then we've got the Christmas market gingerbread, which is 4.13 megabytes, also 4 slots on console. You have these tables, which are under decorative. Now these, we have got a few different options on these. Oh no, there's the snowman. Must have been the snowman. The tables are 3 slots for the first one that drops. When you've placed them down, wherever you want to place them, they are movable, so you can lift them up and get them out of the way if you want to. But these are standing tables for all the people that come to the Christmas market and want to have beverages or gingerbread, but we can move those out of the way because these are sell points as well. Oh yes. These are really cool actually. There's some nice options on these. When we come over to this one, we've got mugs here at the front. Well, and it does give us the option. It says open gate. If we listen carefully. It does start up. I've just got my headphones on. I'm struggling to hear it now. There we go. Just notice it was filling the cup over there. It's really cool. Let's try again. Close gate. And you can pick up a mug and you can have a drink if you want to. Lovely. Which is kind of nice. But like I say, these are also a sell point. Now, if you go for the beverages one, there are 3 options. You can have the Christmas stall as a selling station. You can have the Christmas stall for passive income. So you place it and you get paid per hour. If you do that, it's 60 on easy, 40 on normal, 20 on hard per hour, you'll get paid. Or there's the Christmas stall as a decorative object, which you place and it's just there for decoration. It doesn't do anything, you don't get paid, it's not a sell point. So there are 3 options on each of these. Now with this one, the beverages one, the sell point, you can sell sugar beet, sugar cane and water. Depending on the map you're on, obviously if you're on PC, it does say if implemented on map, you can also sell honey on that one if you're on PC. That mug just wants to keep on moving, doesn't it? It lights up, as you can see, all the time, but at night it looks absolutely wonderful. We'll have a look at the selling of that in just a second. Not the selling of it, but selling to it. And we'll have a look at it in the store because they're both next to each other. Then we've got this one, and this is the Christmas Market Gingerbread. Now, I've got to be careful on this one because unless this has been done specifically by OmaTana, and I hope it has been, again, 3 options. We can have it as a stall for a selling point. We can have it as passive income, again, 60, 40 and 20 per hour. Or we can have it as a decorative object. But when we come up to this one, we can pick up the gingerbread. So if you want to get yourself some gingerbread, oh, come on, pick it up. There we go. Get yourself some gingerbread. All very festive. Now, it does say play music. When they play music, the gingerbread here swings side to side. Now, I'll make it clobbered here. That's weird. So the gingerbread swings side to side, like so. And it plays a little bit of a tune out of that speaker on the front there. It's just a nice little touch. It's a little bit festive. I'm going to move out of the way because I know what will happen. YouTube will go, no, you haven't got a license for that. Probably still hear it all over here. Anyway, what I'm going to do is grab a trailer. This one's got sugar beet in it. No, it hasn't. It's got sugar cane in it. Forgot which one I picked. So we back up to it. Trigger comes up, and we can sell our sugar cane here. We're getting paid for it as we go. Now the gingerbread one, because it's food rather than a liquid, rather than a beverage. Is that still playing? No. This one, as a sell point, you can sell wheat, barley, oats, sugar beet, sugar cane, eggs and water. Depending on the map you're on, if you're on PC as well. If implemented on the map, you can also sell honey, rye, cinnamon, flour, rye flour and sugar. Very nice indeed. These you'll find under placeables, under miscellaneous, or the first ones anyway. So you've got Christmas stall income, that's the beverage one. So that's if you want to just get passive income, that's 3,000 to buy and place. If you want it as a selling station, it's 1,000. If you want the gingerbread stall for income, again 3,000 to buy and place, 4 slots. They're all 4 slots. Oh, how much this was? Does download? Oh yeah, I did. I already said that, didn't I? And then if you want it as a selling station, it's 1,000. So pretty much the same. And then if you want it as just a decorative object, we come into decoration. Christmas market beverages 200. Christmas market gingerbread 200, and the tables are 50 each under decorative. If you want to have the tables there, again, it's just to add something in. But I like that. I like all the options available and all the detail that's gone into it with the music and the cups and the drinks filling, and yeah, pretty cool that. So that's Christmas market beverages and gingerbread by OmaTana, which actually now this time does bring me on to the last of the mods. I nearly forgot this one. Sorry. This is the Snowman. Not the Snowman, but you know what I mean. 1.27 megabytes download, 1 slot on console. This is by GeForce Modding. It is a decorative object just to make everything feel a little bit more festive. This you will find, I'm going to say placeables and decoration, I'm pretty sure it was. Oh, I do have some other ones here from other people. That's the Rowdy Christie one from the other day. That one I've had for ages, I think from last year. I can't remember who that one was even by, but it's the one in the middle there. Snowman, 50 to buy and place, and only 1 slot on console. So there we go. That is it for the mods for today. I'm recording this early afternoon, but because I'm still away, my internet, my Wi-Fi speed, I've said it before, I know people are still commenting saying it's taken a while for my mods to upload the mod reviews. This will come up now saying about 3.5, 4 hours it's going to take to upload. It's quite terrifying how slow the Wi-Fi is where I am, but apologies for that. Anyway, I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.